Ministry of Water and Sanitation are very excited by your presence. And of course, we also know that His Excellency the President was also willing, other than other national responsibilities, was unable to join us. But we thank you, Your Excellency, Deputy President, for gracing this very important occasion. Your Excellency, for a long time, Kenya is now 56 years old, and sanitation has always been given no attention or the lowest attention. And through this conference, we hope to speak to the challenges that we face now and in future. As we work towards increasing water delivery to our cities, to our towns, our county headquarters, and our big cities, we also know that out of the water that we deliver and bring to the cities and where people are, approximately 37% of that water ends up being wastewater. And for that reason, we continue to receive information from the Ministry of Health that there are various incidences of waterborne diseases, especially in our cities and towns. And to address and take up this challenge, we must speak to this issue of sanitation. Your Excellency, as we speak, our own WASREP has carried out statistical assessment of the water and sanitation coverage in this country. As we speak today, Kenya is 63% water covered and 25% in sanitation. That explains the gap, and it calls on us to push the sanitation. And I wish at this point, I wish to inform you, Your Excellency, our target is 80% on water and 40% on sewer by 2022. To achieve this, Your Excellency, we require heavy financial and technical investment. We have mapped and assessed ourselves and require a continuous investment of about 100 billion Kenya shillings, which is $1 billion, to be able to realize these targets by 2022. Your Excellency, I thank you, and I also thank His Excellency the President for championing the cause of sanitation and water. This year, the ministry got a higher allocation of resources, and through the government of Kenya and our development partners, I see this target, we can realize this target soon. Your Excellency, this year, together with the government of Kenya and the development partners, the ministry is investing over 80 billion shillings in water and sanitation. And this will give us the results that we desire. The water sector has also expanded to irrigation, to cover irrigation, which is a key driver of the Big Four. And Your Excellency, we now have gray water and the blue water. And we think the gray water, or the water coming, what we call wastewater, can actually be treated and used to increase our food production. As we speak today, Your Excellency, our medium-term target is 1 million acres by the year 2022. And we have begun in earnest. In Turkana, Naipa, about 20,000, Katilu, another 2,000, Lower Kuja, which you participated in the launch of the new irrigation scheme, we are expecting to bring on board 30,000 acres of irrigable farm. Bura, we are doing a gravity system which will give us 30,000 acres of irrigable land. Mwache has potential of giving us 10,000, and Tarak and Thwake about 100,000, together with Thiba. In Mandera, we expect to bring about 20,000 through development of Dawa River. However, we still have a challenge with the transboundary water. So, Your Excellency, with all these schemes and programs, we are seeing growth in terms of water provision, sanitation coverage, and also food production. Your Excellency, to realize this objective, we continue to request for support from Government of Kenya and our development partners. Through this conference, I hope that we will be able to match our our thinking and be able to develop one common call to give this country the dignity and the water and the potable water and the honor of providing food to our own people. In conclusion, Your Excellency, we are also carrying out corrective measures to address environmental degradation and climate change by, among others, reclaiming the riparian lands, water catchment areas, and forests. An interministerial committee was formed by which I chair to clean our rivers. Your Excellency, it will not be, we know it will not be easy, but this is the only way, this is the best thing to do. We must save our rivers, we must clean our rivers, because pollution upstream has an effect on consumers downstream. And we must take up that responsibility as the ministry in charge. We look for support, Your Excellency, in terms of championing this cause. Finally, Your Excellency, the creation of devolved governments and enactment of Water Act 2016 created new enabling environment of the water and sanitation sector to operate and thrive. The national government is assigned policy formulation and implementation, regulation of water resources and standardization, while the county governments handles water service provision. This partnership needs to continue, and we signed last year intergovernmental relation between the Council of Governors and the national government. This has moved the cases we had from court to the table to negotiating table. We look forward that this partnership continues so that our people can benefit. So, as I conclude, Your Excellency, I wish to thank those who have supported us, as mentioned by the PS and the CAS, and we look forward to a dynamic years ahead as far as water, sanitation, and irrigation is concerned. So